Wilson with Peace, Love, Paws Pet Setters here in the boarding room. And I have with me Rebecca from DogWild. And Rebecca and I, we've known each other for quite a while. And we talk a lot about stuff. And I really wanted her to come over to the boarding room and have a conversation with me regarding mostly socialization for our dogs. And so pet parents out there can kind of get an idea of what socialization should look like and, get some point of views on it, right? So, Rebecca, I know that with the situation that we've had in the past, we've had those pandemic pups, or there's all kinds of names for it now, right? Anyway, so I really want to know, what is your take on socialization of your dog?
Yeah, so just so everybody's clear, socialization is kind of an umbrella term. Usually our goal with socialization is to achieve neutrality. So just keep that in mind whenever you're reading things about socialized dogs or how to socialize. Really, it's just ways to get your dog in and out of the world. Everybody wants to have that wonder dog that can go everywhere and do everything with them. And that's really our goal whenever we talk about socialization, is just working towards maintaining neutrality, that even keeled, not stressed or overstimulated. You just want your dog to be able to handle those different situations. So that's what we mean by well-socialized dogs.
Sure. So I'm always telling my pet parents, you want your dog to be a good citizen.
Absolutely.
Right?
Model citizen.
Model citizen, even better. We want that. And in achieving that, there's a lot of different ways about going about that, of course. But what do you think are the benefits of having that dog that you could take to the dog park, or you could take out on a trail, those different things, and not have to worry about anything happening out of the ordinary, just a regular meet and greet other dogs kind of thing?
Absolutely, yeah. Main benefit, I think the most obvious benefit is confidence. I mean, confidence for both ends of the leash. A confident dog is going to just naturally be calmer. They're going to know how to act, how to react in different situations, whether it's a new environment or a new surrounding, new dogs, new people. They'll know that they just have that calmness that they can always go back to, and they can always look to their owner for that feedback as well. And a confident owner, you start to get to know your dog better, just like you start to get to know people better. And you know what they handle well, and maybe those situations that maybe they're still working through, and so you can just advocate for them better, across the board. So confidence on both sides is one of the biggest benefits from having a well-socialized dog. That's
good. And a lot of times too, when you have a good socialized dog, you don't have to, some people really get worried about taking their dog out. They'll be like, I don't really want to go to place X, Y, and Z because my dog doesn't do well with other dogs. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that could be the pet parent, or it could actually be the dog. It's kind of the frame of mind.
Yeah.
So what are some good examples of ways to kind of get over that as a pet parent, or with the pet parent and the dog situation? Right?
Oh yeah, there's opportunities every day, in your everyday life in this world. Columbia is such a wonderful town to take your dogs. You can practice those sorts of situations, to help your dog become more socialized. We've got places, parks all over town that have football fields, soccer fields, kids doing practice. You can always take your dog and just hang out on the sidelines, create that distance, and make it a learning opportunity to help not only yourself, but also your dog get a little more comfortable with some of those situations. Yeah. Maybe you're a young college kid and you want to be able to go out with your friends a lot. Practice going downtown, practice hanging out, maybe not going to the bar, but in proximity of it, and just working towards achieving that neutrality. And those are all good repetitions for both owner and dog to get through, so that whenever you do want to go out, you're like, all right, we got this.
Yeah, you're ready to go. So do you, I know you and Leslie have dogs.
Yeah.
Two great dogs, actually. Two great dogs. And I know that you guys are really active people. That's the one really cool thing about talking with you about this is you're not just talking to me, you do. I mean, you guys do all kinds of different things like that, and you're very Como driven anyway. I mean, Columbia is big for you guys. And so do you guys have some Como places or places here in Columbia that you'd like to go to, or you know that would be that you would recommend it? Hey, I recommend going here or there.
Oh yeah, we definitely like to hit up Rockridge, Stevens, those are kind of the local parks. There's Cosmo, also on the north side, which has lots of paved paths, but they also have, some of those off-trail areas. I really like going to NU's campus kind of after classes get out in the evenings. They've got a lot of different statues and plants and different textures, and it's not just cement, so it's cobblestone. It's just a really cool place. People are biking, skateboarding. You just see so many different things while you're there, sights and sounds. And it's open. You can really spend some time there. It's one of my fun places to go.
I think you and I talked about this, but I've just been to the mall and they had the sign where now you can go in with your dogs in the mall.
Oh, really?
And they have like rules.
Oh,
rule thing.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. So, and I really feel like, and I've had pet parents ask me, well, what patios or what places in Columbia can you take your dogs? We're really pretty dog friendly here.
It's
right?
It's a dog crazy.
I mean,
town.
I've been to quite a few different cities, and I know we really do have more of a dog-friendly community than some of the cities I've been to.
Yeah.
So that's really neat, and it's a unique thing that I think we all need more than what we know that we need, because for some of us, just like yourself, you go and do, but others don't go and do. So with talking about places, I definitely want to speak with you about a project that you and Leslie have been working on and are very, very actively, and it's going to happen, and you're very actively working for this to happen. And I really would like to have you tell me a little bit about it so that our pet parents and other people or anyone out there that has any interest can get in touch with you. Yeah. Because I think you're really there to get some ideas. I know you have a dream. I've talked to your parents. The parents are like, she's had this dream forever. And she has her dream and she knows what she's going to do. But I'm sure that, and I know you, and you always take in any kind of encouragement and any kind of suggestions. You're so good about that. So tell us a little bit about it. What's that?
So my partner and I, Leslie, we have been working towards bringing this business called DogWild to Columbia and the Columbia community. And what it is an indoor-outdoor membership-based dog park for people to come to. And with it, we want to be able to provide those fun amenities for the owners, the bar, the coffee, food, music, have it be an event space, just really an all-encompassing, multiple leisure concepts under one roof that is very much dog-focused. That is our first and foremost, attention grabber that we want people to come for, is for your dogs. We want to have an open play yard so that you have that off-leash area. I think that's hard for a lot of places in Columbia. We have a lot of dog-friendly places, but not a lot of safe off-leash areas to go to. There's very limited options in that aspect. Yeah. So we want to be able to offer that as, our #1 attribute. And with having that large play yard with lots of equipment, things to climb on, tunnel through, bridges. Those warmer months have, water options, whether it's tubs or a splash pad for those water-loving dogs.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so we really just want it to be an all-encompassing, leisure place for people to come, that whether you're a dog owner or just want to be around dogs, come and hang out with us, and just a really positive laid-back atmosphere. So.
Cool. Speaking of all the stuff that you were just talking about, and what you envision it to be, I know just from talking to you that you have done a lot of research in this field, and of course you're going to, because you have to. That's a business tactic.
Yeah.
But in doing that, you've probably found out and thought about different things than maybe what your dream was at the very first, because of just things that you'd have to do, or things that you have to have, or even requirements for that business. So in all of what is your biggest thing that you want to provide within DogWild? I mean, there's a lot of aspects, I'm sure, but what is your big, I guess kind of like your big passion, because you're going to put your passion into it.
Oh, yeah.
So what's that passion point within DogWild that you have?
Yeah, we really want it to be a place of community. You know, first and foremost, you know, it's nice to have all the amenities, but to be able to have a safe place where you can come with your dog, know that you can, you know, find a spot to sit down, that it's not going to be too hot, there's lots of shaded spaces, space to spread out, and just have that support of not just staff that's there, but, you know, knowing that the people coming there are all going to be understanding and supportive of being a dog-friendly community.
That's great. And so I think I remember in that, if I'm correct, if I'm not, just tell me I'm not, but I think you were also kind of interested in bringing in non-for-profit situations to it, right? And I know that you're active with Unchained Melodies. That's a big project that you work with. And I also know that you have participated in some spay-neuter project things, because I've seen you there, spaghetti dinner, we've done that, right? So you have been out in the community, and you and Leslie both, and I've seen you also in booths a lot lately. I've seen you around, but that's so great, because it just goes to show that you're not just out there to make a business. You are impacting the whole time, all the time, and getting that community set up for yourself, which is the best thing that you can do for your business. And so it's not just about a business. Right?
Yeah. We really want it to be, you know, just this all-encompassing area for community and connection, so that people can come and really feel supported. You know, I made some very wild moves in my career to be in a position to have a strong foundation to be able to get this off the ground. So I had to make some big decisions in my work life to be able to be more experienced to offer something like this.
And of course, I mean, we can all have a passion and we can all have a dream, but you have to put the work in. And I've really seen you guys this last year just really pour yourselves into the things that are initially going to be needed to have whatever type of business this comes together for you. And I just have to applaud you guys on that. And I just love you guys to death anyway. I mean, I do. And support you guys totally, as you know. And so I really want you to tell me what's coming up. I mean, I know I've seen the plans. You've got the architect drawings. In this next year, what are you seeing, or what are you hoping for? Maybe somebody out there knows somebody that can help on something that they're looking for. We would be totally just happy if you guys contacted and said, hey, listen, Leslie or Rebecca, we know something, or we know somebody can help. So what's going on for this maybe next year?
Yeah, my goal for, even just this season, even sooner than a year, my goal for this winter is to have a couple events that are indoor, dog-focused, fun, dog-friendly events, so that people can get out of the house. We all get stir-crazy in the winter months, and so I'm working on getting some dates finalized for that, to have some fun stuff for people to do and get out of the house. Just some different takes on a fun little event night with your dog, day night with your dog, so you'll probably see that coming up.
All right. You better let us know so we can post for you. I want to post that.
But for the year, looking at my goals for the next year, I really want to be able to take our idea to investors. I know that Columbia's got a lot of very entrepreneurial-minded people that want to help grow this community from all different aspects, and so that's what I'm working on right now, is getting that pitch just polished to a T so that I can start meeting people in that aspect.
Right.
It's going to take a community. It's going to be a very heavy lift to get off the ground, and it's not going to be just me and Leslie. It's going to take everybody to get it off the ground.
Right.
So.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I have seen I know a lot of the same people that you know, and I have really seen the growth and the support that you guys have pulled just from our community, and not just the dog community. I mean, there's a lot of people who really think this is a needed thing here in Columbia, and a lot of people who know that in the long run, somebody with your idea and dream can pull it off. And so I really know that it's going to happen. You know, it's a work in progress, I'm sure, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So we're real excited for you guys, and we'll always support you. You know you have a lot of support, and so it'll get done more sooner than later, I'm more than sure. And I really hope that your events that are coming up, I hope they do just as well as the first event that you went.
That was a good one.
That was a great event.
That was a good first pancake. You know, we learned a lot. We may have not done what we should have done. Can do it better the next time, and so that's, you know, we've taken that all into consideration.
First events are always that way, but I saw a lot of different people there, and you even had some not-for-profits there too that are supportive. So you're on track. I really appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, thank you.
And I always love talking to you, and I like talking to Leslie too. She needs to come out too sometime. And we'll keep up with you guys.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
This is Bobbi Wilson, and Peace, Love, Paws. See you next time.